What do I have to lose?
Got to focus.
Fleet of foot.
Tollo. Wow. Critical hit, yay. It's not yet part of the fighting. You go bite that guy.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Give up. Onward.
On the victor's path. Today you fall.
What the hell are you doing? So stupid. It's a good idea to go to burn yourself. So, how you can be so stupid?
A tale for the ages. What now? Defender of the people. What to do? ahead.
Javelin. Javelin. Can't go there. Pause action. Fuck. I need a short rest. Whoops. Whoops.
More for me.
Silver glass, silver plate. Broken chest. Bird's nest. Maybe there? Is that the school?
Let's move. Another step forward.
Loose brickwork. Best not lean against it.
You can do it. Collapsed corridor. Oh, it comes here, okay. Empty, 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 empty.
Anything of use?
Antidote. Critter healing. And healing. What? Why I can't go there? Balsam. Once. Oh, there's bird nest. Rotten eggs, yay.
What's hiding here?
Okay, can't. There is nothing. Blighted village goblins are probably and probably fight them too. Oh. What's that?
All right then.
Survival failure.
What's that?
Oh. Food. Who the hell hides food? Food. Maybe goblins are greedy. Need to hide from other goblins. Even food. Okay, elixirs and some money. Can I go? Okay, I was thinking you can climb that tree, but no. Uh-oh, that is not good. Huh?
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Failed.
Sharp as ever. A trap. So much for a warm welcome.
Uh-oh.
A trap. Watch it. Ever onward.
Hey, that is... You're so smart, guys.
No time to rest.
So goddamn smart.
With a flick of the wrist.
Glowing shield. Glowing protective once per short rest if you are below Okay. Nah. Nah. Oh, not proficient, okay. How about you?
Minister's not around, so
Nope. You?
the pride of the gate.
No?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Nope. Okay.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Greater Elks Arcane Cultivations. Colossus. Drink increase your size.
Need to find a way forward.
My face protects me.
My face protects me.
No one stopped me yet.
There is work to do. Take you.
I've got a long road ahead. At the ready.
It's very interesting. I can't see the weapon.
Lost in thought.
Like that.
Where am I needed?
Doesn't appear in my body. Where is your shield? Shield is invisible. What the fuck?
Can't give up now. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Your desire. Sharp as ever.
A long way to go still.
Still breathing. Despite everything.
Long rest.
Blood. No. Never mind.
Let's see what happens if I go here. Stay spiked? Okay, no.
How much further can I go?
These goblins doesn't know anything about camp. Anything what happened in camp.
Excellent choice.
Corpse can no longer speak. Okay.
Interesting.
Because it being dead too long, maybe.
Never wanted the easy path.
How you get down there? Oh, there. Goes path down. Okay, what you?
My condition
Oh.
likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Jacket spear. You can have that.
Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
There's no need. I trust you, Gale.
I appreciate it greatly, but I can no longer keep you in the dark. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Okay. Bold. Few will have dared to reduce goddess to their muse.
I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
I applaud your ambition.
Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed.
Did the
quite. His
tower
entire
fly
empire,
with wings?
Netherrealm, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
I guess you ruled out the flowers and circles all together.
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Okay.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
All this time I've been traveling with monster.
All this time, I've been traveling with you despite the tadpole in your head. We are none of us monsters. We are merely hatcheries for monstrous things. And still it gets worse.
Don't eat my hand. Okay.
This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Go on.
I will erupt. I don't know the
Like
exact magnitude
volcano.
of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, let's say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Unbelievable. Did you ever think that will happen if Deadpool got better of you? Is there anything we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
I care too much about you to abandon you now, Gale. We travel on together.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
You do that, yes. Whoa!
What's that?
Flat rock. It's a flat rock. Bloodstone. What?
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
There was nothing under the rock.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Maybe it was the Bloodstone. There you can climb up. That is so there. This way to avoid those knolls if you want. What we have here?
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bow, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always told me to be
Oh, we are here now. Okay. Oh, you can't follow me. Some reason.
Something good here. I hope.
Karlak. What has happened here?
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Your devil will be hunting Karlak, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you, her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlak's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She's a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you!
Be practical, she is infected same as us and powerful too. We can use her as an ally.
You don't know what you're saying! You're asking me to trust a devil!
You saw her thoughts, she poses no danger to Svorkost.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlak, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm Ig.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Why should I do your dirty work?
Dirty work's the only kind I like. But there are a lot of them and just the one of me. I'll take point and you flank them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
Let's do it.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
Okay.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Someone said you on Karlak's tale. I like to know who this source of yours is.
I can say only this. Karlak's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats.
What's that supposed to mean?
The truth will out before you know it. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Intriguing. Since the sea played Skurm, perhaps?
You don't know the half of it.
Toll collector's key.
A key? Wonder what it opens.
Collecting tolls from people who use the bridge gate. Really? Is this totally new area for me? Uh-oh. That is never good. Never good sign. Okay. Whoops. It was full of alcohol.
Ready and willing.
Everybody, go out. No.
The iron is hot.
No, no, no. Okay,
All right.
it doesn't explode. Good.
What path lies before me?
Uh-oh. That can't be good. Oh! God damn, whole team is down.
Where am I needed?
Can't afford to stay idle.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, time to take long rest. Uh-oh.
Hell's fire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Just who in nine hells are you?
Will, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
So
Karlak meets the criteria.
devils are
Pet.
bureaucratic entities. Get to the point, devil. What do you want?
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh.
Oh.
His soul passes through
This can't be good.
the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
You must be relieved.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
Light on my feet. I should speak up.
Looking at something?
How did you know I was here?
The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you.
Do you miss it, seeing your own face?
Preening in the looking glass? Petty vanity? Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red.
You have nothing to worry about. What color were they before?
I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost.
Stare into his eyes, taking in every detail of his face.
What?
What? I'll be in your mirror. What do you want to know?
I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What do you see?
Your mole definitely grabs my hat. Strong piercing eyes.
Oh. Go on.
Teaser smile.
Very good. Now just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day.
You're pretty good, but not Gale good, but pretty good. You're fine. No shadow heart. There's beauty. Honestly, Will's more my type. You're pretty good. Not Gale's good. Pretty good.
How dare you? I thought we had something special. Still, you're nice too. I better get some beauty sleep. It seems I need it if I'm to catch up with the competition.
Ooh.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right. And Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Whoops. You vulnerable Raphael, but you are pacted with Misora. What a fraud. What do you accept? This devil. What a fraud.
I deserve that. Consider me properly shamed. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
What were terms of your pact?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Okay.
A devil and devil hunter standing shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. Rather poetic, I think.
I was wondering about Mike Lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Yeah, I admire the man's ambition. He very nearly succeeded.
If it takes the death of a god to stop you, I'd say your ambition has gotten somewhat out of hand. Not that I'm one to talk, of course. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. Try to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
If you ever feel Nether's magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Okay.
You wish to speak?